Good day, y'all. I want to touch on some fast food stuff. I've never heard of such things as I have heard in the past. This has been going on for a while. I mean, obviously, but fast food, man. How do the people that do it? How do you do it? I can't, and I just can't. The prices, and well, anyway, what I was wanting to say about somebody that just told me this a couple of days ago, actually, and I was thinking about it, and I thought, you know what? I seen a video, and it made me think about it again, because I was going to say something about it and I forgot. But somebody paid $47 that I seen for 2 Jimmy John sandwiches, and then proceeded to get a 15% tip over top of their 8% tax. Man, I don't know if they'd already ate the sandwich. I don't know. But man, there is no way I would have paid for them sandwiches. One, I mean, you're seeing what you get, so you know, obviously you're going to know pretty close to what it's going to be by you looking at the prices, so you know what it is. I don't know why you want to complain about it after you've done ordered it, because you telling me you ordered it blind without knowing how much it was. Now, talking about the tip that was put on top of that, like you were served that, and it was handed to you through a drive-through window, and you called it in on the app, and you just went and picked it up, then they added a 15% tip. Well, I'm going to know how much it is, and what I'm going to have whatever 20 or whatever it is out in my hand. And when I get there and they've done thrown a tip on me like that, no, absolutely. This tipping nonsense is absolutely ridiculous. Anybody that promotes this kind of behavior, you're foolish. That's foolish. When you are pulling through a drive-through and you're getting your food, or you're walking up to a counter and getting your food and you're walking off with it, you're not sitting down at a table or taking up anybody's space or somebody coming and bringing you stuff. There's no service there. It's a self-serve. Like going to a kiosk and getting all your stuff and expected to pay a tip. I've seen that too in the same video. I don't know whether people just don't want to do it because they're afraid of making a scene or whatever. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not afraid of making a scene on that. I like to stay calm because that's why I choose to live where I live, because of the peace. And I love my peace, man. That's one thing that keeps me sane, is knowing that I've got a place to come to that's peaceful. And I don't have nobody that I have to entertain for any reason. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. These people running these restaurants, I can't. I'm a farmer. I have beef cattle. And also I have a big garden. It's over that way. One of these days I'm going to have, before it's over with in the next week or so, it's probably this week, I'm going to take my phone and take some video of my garden. Because that's what I got through today doing, was canning some stuff. I canned some tomatoes today. I cut some corn, everything, and got it ready. So all I got to do is cut it, heat it just a very little bit till it's warm. It's already cooked in some butter. It's already ready to go. Just some fresh Silver Queen shoe peg corn, white corn. I love it. My favorite. Now, folks, going and buying something that I know it ain't then, but when I grew up, you could go to McDonald's, man, get a whole meal and a drink for $2. I'm talking about 2 burgers, 2 hamburgers, 2 cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a Coke for $2. When was that? Glad you asked. Mid-'80s to the end of the '80s almost. It started going up a little bit more, getting about $2.50, something like that. But it was actually edible food then. You could eat it, and you wasn't not hungry, and your stomach wasn't upset, and you didn't gain 5 pounds. And I heard some woman say she got this shake for her daughter at McDonald's. It's called Concrete or something. I bet it is Concrete. Probably 6-bag Concrete. And if any subcontractors on here, you know what I'm talking about. $16 for a shake? No. My daughter or son, grandson, whatever it is, I ain't getting that. No, I'll make you one at home. You just hold on to yourself till you get home. I am not paying those $16 for no damn shake. And all this money these people talking about, I mean, I just had a couple come to me sometime the first part of the week, and they were talking about their experience at a local restaurant here. It's a chain restaurant, Texas Longhorn. No, Texas Roadhouse. I'm sorry, not Longhorn. Texas Roadhouse. You can see how much I eat out anymore. I don't. There's only one place I go eat, and it's pretty much a local place. That's local food, but it's good. And every now and then I'll go there, and it's reasonable. 2 people can still go there and eat for $50. And you got home-cooked good food that a lot of the big horse farm people that have millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, they eat there all the time. Their desserts, homemade, I mean, spectacular food. Wonderful. They buy almost all of their food, everything they can locally from people. But folks, this going out here, and these prices that I'm hearing that people are paying, I just find it unbelievable that somebody would actually pay that. $47 for 2 sandwiches? 8-inch, I think is what he said. That just don't even make good sense. And then they made you tip on top of it. There ain't no way, man. I'd have drove out that drive-through and I'd have done without. I stopped, just went through the pizza aisle the other day. I never looked. I just looked. Pizza, $23 or $19.99 for a medium frozen pizza. The last one I bought, I think, was $9.99 or $11.99 or something, and I thought that was nuts. For something you're going to stick in the oven that's no telling how old it is. Nah, man, I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. I think it's ridiculous. I think that, and then here's my thing. If you're going to do it and you're going to buy this stuff, and I know some people have to, but I can tell you, when I leave, I take stuff with me. When I'm going someplace, I take my stuff from home with me. And I'm talking about bottles of water, whatever. You can call me hell. You can call me tight. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I mean, I don't care. You can call me frugal. You can call me whatever you want. I don't care. I call it having some common sense. I'm not going to give somebody $3.50 or $4 for a bottle of water that I can take from my house for 20 cents, maybe. That's good spring water. Deer Park, that's about all I drink is Deer Park. I drink water most all the time. Only thing I don't drink is that I buy is orange juice. And I think it's ridiculous. Yes, I do. I think it's ridiculous I have to pay $4 and something for a half, not even a half gallon. And for 76 ounces, they want $8 for it. But I have a glass of orange juice every morning. And I'm guilty of that. But I know when I go in there to get it, I know how much it's going to cost me. And I'm not going to get on here and complain about it because I'm the one that's doing it. If I didn't put it in my cart, take it up there, I wouldn't have to buy it. But some of the things you can't help. When you go to the grocery store and you eat probably 99% of the time, right here at your house, and you cook every meal just like I'm going to tonight, because I've already got stuff that from canning and stuff today that I've already got. Just going to be straight up vegetables, just tomato, and only thing I'm going to have is me a BLT sandwich. I don't know if anybody likes them or not, but I love BLT. I don't even eat bread, but I got some very good fresh sourdough made from the Amish that was just made yesterday, pretty much, or no, earlier than Friday. I got a loaf of that, and I buy that this time of year to make my BLTs on. So I'm gonna make me a good BLT sandwich and a side of some fresh soup-aid corn, and that's what I'm gonna have. And to me, that's great. I don't know what that would be out getting charged for it. I don't know what that would be. But to hear these people, and another woman went to Subway and got one sandwich, one 12-inch sandwich, $26 for sandwiches, guys. I mean, we're talking about lunch meat and a piece of bread. That is crazy. I don't care if it's toasted. I don't care what it is. You got this much meat in there and this much bread on each side, and you're going to pay $20-some for it, and the tip was included there too? Man, I don't get it. I don't get how some people are even doing this or even going through with it. I couldn't force myself to go through with it. It would drive me insane to think that I'm paying this kind of money for something like this. And I know we all have our little quirks and all of our little things that, and I know some people would rather do that than to go home and fix something. And I know some people just would rather do that and not have to go home and do any dishes or not have to clean up anything. Just go in, kick back to eat, throw it away, and go on about your life. If that's what you like to do, good. But me, I'd rather wash a couple dishes and save the money for something else I really want to do than giving it away to some fast food that's going to make me sick. Because I haven't ate out anything except for the place I told you that's local. That doesn't make me sick. If I was to eat any kind of fast food, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm telling you, and I'm being straight, I have no reason to say anything else, but I haven't ate any type of fast food in over 15 years, or drank a soda in over 15 years. The last thing I ate out was right after COVID was over. I got a pizza from a local place, and that was the last time I've ever ate anything out. That's it. Last night, these people had food catered in, and I ate like little things that I wanted to eat, cheese, crackers, stuff like that, because I don't trust people's food. I don't trust they've had it out. They've had it too long out of the refrigerator, especially when we come to coleslaw, potato salad, anything like that. I'm out. I'm out on all that. I got food poisoning one time about 11, 12 years ago at a church function. And I've never, ever been able to do it again. I just can't. Because I was so sick, I couldn't even hold my head up, literally. 2 bags of IV fluid, all kinds of medicine to get me to stop throwing up. I couldn't keep a drink of water down. And I was so dehydrated that I thought I was going to die. And I've never gotten over that. I've just never gotten over it. So, forgive me if I seem a little bit aggressive about it, but I just know my body, what can it handle and what it can't. And folks, if you're eating out and you're paying these kind of extravagant prices, then you know what to expect. And I know some people, they have to. Maybe there's a reason why you have to get stuff out for some reason. Or you have kids and they expect that. I understand that. But try to teach them healthy things at home, so they don't think about every time they go by McDonald's or someplace like that, they want to slide in there and get something that's crazy expensive. And then you get on here and start complaining about how much you spent. You're an adult. You knew it. You looked at the prices. Don't act shocked when you get to the window. You didn't see the prices back there? You didn't look? That's what I'm getting at. You didn't look at the prices and say, back there before you ordered, this is how much? I ain't getting that. And just drive off. But you stayed and you got it, and you got it in your hand, and you got something. One had a coffee that she said, I won't drink half of it. And it looked to be about 12 ounces. Clear glass like iced coffee. She said it was $12. I'm like, $12 for that mess? No. And a guy unwrapped his burger that he went and paid an outrageous amount of money for. And it was just slop. It looked like it was just, the buns were just soaking wet with something. And he paid an astronomical amount of money. I forgot what it was. It was almost $20 too, for a burger. And I know people right here in my town that goes to Five Brothers, I guess, or whatever it is, and pays an outrageous amount of money for whatever they get. Live out here on the farm, you're going to get bugs. So keep your mouth shut if you don't want them in your mouth. But anyway, I just can't imagine opening my hamburger up and looking at that god-awful mess he had in his lap. And I'm sure he ate it because the video was over. What he paid for it, I guess he probably did eat it. I mean, that was insane, the things I see. And people want to complain about it. And I understand maybe it's content for you or whatever, but that's just craziness, folks. And I hope anybody is listening, I didn't want to make nobody mad or hurt your feelings or anything like that, because I know some people have to eat out, and it's just what it is. But folks, look at your prices before you go. Think about another way to get the same thing that's healthier in a different way. I promise you, if you start looking into it, you'll find other ways, and you'll be much more happier and much more healthier. Thank you. I hope everybody has a good night. Get you something healthy to eat. Be careful. Take care of yourself so you can live longer. God bless.